No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think so you guys have 3 parties though, 3 official parties in Britain, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's basically, you know, like now, especially like Boris Johnson, like he stepped down, and now we
But no
either
one really
have
liked
to.
Boris, right? People didn't really like him.
Hmm?
People didn't like Boris, right?
Oh no, no,
Yeah.
no, no!
Yeah, he's kind of a
Nobody
dick.
likes Boris.
Yeah, he's a
Nobody
dick.
did. He isn't out. Like he basically wanted to turn the UK back to like the fucking 1800s as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, just like Trump did. It's like the problem is not necessarily with the people, because the people would like to see change. It's more with the political parties itself. Like I would never blame the people, because you hear more than enough people that are just like, I'm done with this and I want to see a change. Well, we are not offered that change. It's like now that Boris stepped down, we have a decision between a guy and his wife that either like literally are well known for avoiding certain taxes. So they're basically scamming the whole like tax system, and it's well known all over the UK. So we either get that person, or we get an ex-military guy who is incredibly misogynistic,
Hey,
and
Fubsy.
is also very
Go
against
fuck
the
yourself.
LGBTQ.
Ban
So it's like,
Fubsy.
oh,
Ban
do you
Fubsy.
want
Go fuck
evil
yourself.
or do you want more evil?
Transphobia is not permitted here.
That's
Go fuck
basically
yourself.
where we are right now.
I feel like it's like crazy how like most of the world is just going back to these like basic arguments. Like, why are we arguing over these like basic ideas that we've moved forward? Like, let people live free, because that's not the problem here. Like, why are we spending our time arguing on these things anymore? It's because they're trying they're trying to deter information. They're trying to distract us from the actual issues. Because the reality, I think, in a lot of economies, and I think in a lot of the world today, is that you can be green and you can be you can do good while making an income. And I think a lot of people don't want to change their current situations and their current ways. When I say that, I think like corporate institutions, I think corporate economy, I think you know, government institutions, they don't want to have to spend the money to change, right? So in order to keep the same way of earning money, they're going to scare us into it, when the reality is that earning money or earning any type of anything in modern day is more beneficial to turn green, or more beneficial to give to your employees. And these are just old world tactics that they're trying to constantly keep pushing in our face and baiting us with, and they're trying to distract us with basic humanism issues like the LGBT gays getting married, or women being able to control their body, because it's a distraction tactic from things that are actually important within the states.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to money, it all comes down to power, and it all comes down to religion.
And baiting politics. Baiting politics is something. Bait people into watching politics or understanding the politics that you want to give them.
No, exactly. And the way that I see it, like, I might be atheist myself. I respect everybody's religion, you know, as long as you don't force it down my throat and be like, you have to believe this and you have to believe that. Mate, it's not my thing. If that's what you want to believe in, I fully respect that, but also respect the fact that I might not.
Bro, that's why I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. Why can't we just live our life as the humanitarian basic code of human rights? Why can't we just give people in each of our nations basic human rights, right? We already have a law and we have a code. We have a code of basic human rights within the WHO organization. Why can't we just follow those basic human code, that basic human code? And why can't we do one better by making a internet code, a basic internet or basic code for our data rights within the current global climate, so we can actually individually get our data rights and use them as a selling point, and we can choose to make money off of them, build each other up off of them, build companies up off of them. And then I also think, like, You know, like those are like very basic, simple solutions, and I just don't understand why we can't just figure that out and just go with those simple solutions.
Because the thing is, like that yet again comes down to
Guys,
money,
data rights are
power,
the
and
future.
religion. You know, like,
Data rights are
you
the
give
future
someone one
of
finger, but then
humanized
they want the whole
of currency.
hand.
Data rights are the future of
That's mainly
currency.
the thing.
If we could get our data rights and we can sell those how we so choose to companies, how we so want, that would be a game changer. That would be a fucking game changer in the current climate.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Oh my gosh, because people just steal our data rights anyway. I'm like, why can't we come up with a basic code of conduct or a basic code of ethics for the internet? Why do we have a basic code of living or a basic code of ethics for living? But why hasn't any organization similar to the WHO come together and said, this is the basic code of internet rights, right? Because we are so much online that we as a fucking global community need to come together to build an organization like that, to make sure we are monitoring and watching the internet and making sure they are using it to fit us in the most appropriate way. And it's so weird to me. I think it's so weird because I thought this when I was 21. This is something I thought when I was 21. And I think it's so weird that the world just goes throughout their everyday life online and they don't think, why has no one ever thought of putting a law or information out that is just like, this is generally how you should behave on the internet or act. It's like super fucking weird to me.
I 100% agree with that. Yeah. No, I could not have said that better. But that's all comes down to like all selfless, like selfish, like interest and selfish this and selfish that. Because, you know, it all comes down to control. It all comes down to wanting to control this